Greg Shoemaker, TriStateFootball.com and QueenCityHigh.com, here with Eric Taylor, head coach from CHCA. And Coach, the 2011 season, you've got a lot of new faces coming out at you, but also you're moving up to Division IV. Tell me about the move up and a class of seniors that are a lot of still unprovens, don't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're just got the notification yesterday. The state released the new divisions yesterday, and we're the dividing line for Division IV. So honestly, it's one of those things you look at anything as a new opportunity, and it's certainly going to be a very tough region. Region 16 is always very talented. It's going to take a lot to get into the week 11, and we're just going to have to work that much harder and try to make a run.
One thing you've never done is your non-conference schedule. You've never backed down from playing anybody. Who do you have this year on your non-conference schedule, and how is that going to help you prepare for week 11?
We open up with Schroeder again for the second year in a row. Game 2 is going to be Madeira, and Game 3 is Lexington Christian. All three of those schools, all three of those teams, I think are going to have very good teams this year. Schroeder came over and we had a tough game with them last year and was in a battle. Madeira, I think this is the year Madeira's been waiting for quite some time. They're very talented. We took a loss to them last year, and they have a lot returning. So they're going to be at our place this year. That's going to be quite a game for us. And then that week 3 against Lexington Christian, they're a perennial powerhouse from Lexington that was in the state championships several times over the last few years, and is really going to be another great challenge to help prepare us and for any kind of postseason play.
Well, let's talk about us. You got a huge offensive line returning. I mean, for Division IV, it's probably one of the biggest group of kids I've ever seen. What do you like on the offensive side of the football going into this season?
Yeah, one thing that CHCA over the last several years has maybe a lot of size up front, and we definitely have that. These guys have been they've been going at it for several years now. We have several guys 280 and above, and many of them have been 3-year starters. So they'll certainly anchor our offense and will help us win the battle up front in the trenches, and try to build some things around them.
When you got a special player like Austin Jones, he's being recruited. How are you going to be able to get the ball into his hands more often this season to make plays? He's got a new quarterback. He's going to have some new backfield players. What are your plans on how to use him? Are you going to use him as a receiver, or are you going to try to get the ball, like I said, into his hands more often in other ways?
Yeah, we certainly have to be creative on that. Anytime you have a player like Austin, you've got to figure out a way to put him in a position to make plays. Whether it's moving him around formation-wise, running a lot of more screen game with him, getting the ball in his hands. When you have an athlete, you give them touches, and so it's our job to get creative and see how we can kind of move them around a little bit.
This is your 4th year at the school. This is the first group of seniors that have been here with you the whole time. How would you assess your program and the expectations you had from the day you came here to where it is now?
It's been a great trip, and I've really enjoyed working with these guys and enjoying continuing to do that. This group of seniors has from day one really made an impact. In our program at the lower levels, and they've been very successful. As I said, many of them have been playing since they're sophomores. Just hard-working young men that have great attitudes, and it should be interesting to see how it pays off for their work.
There you go. Head coach Eric Taylor, CHCA. I'm Greg Shoemaker for TriStateFootball.com and QueenCityHigh.com.